Hello Stranglers fans, hello punk memorabilia fans, welcome to another video. We've got a modern curated, rarity, curiosity thing today to show you. This has only been out, I think, about a couple of months, that's all. We have the Stranglers live at the Hammersmith Odeon 1982 Crucial Wording BBC radio broadcast. Now, the only time this was being released on vinyl wasn't really to the public. It was part of the BBC's transcription service. So vinyl albums were sent out to radio stations basically. This has been out, different cover, slightly different track listing on CD, and has been for a long time. But this is the first time it's been out on vinyl. As you can see, I've still got the shrink on it. Yeah, first time it's been out on vinyl to the general public. Bit of a curacy, this one. Let me just show you the back. And here's something that Jet wouldn't have liked. Brian Duffy, he would not have liked that. But I guess these people, Room on Fire Records, I've never heard of them. Got the name from any BBC notes, so I think Jet would have always signed legally on from the BBC his real name, although I don't think he signed his real name elsewhere on any other legal receipts. Let's put it that way, legal receipts. I could be wrong, but I've never seen Jet sign anything other than Jet. So this is a curio, and this is absolutely a no frills affair. It was released as a semi-legit, well, to be fair, it was released as a legitimate release, not even semi-legit. It was a legitimate release, but I have found out that it's actually been withdrawn. So expect to see it appearing on eBay for probably a couple of £100, which personally I think is a disgrace, but that's what withdrawn items seem to go these days for. A couple of £100, terrible. There is a difference in the track listing, as I think maybe compared to the CD edition, that Non-Stop is a new edition. I mean, does that even make sense? I'm not sure whether it was on the original transcription albums, and I'm not sure if it was actually on the CD releases. So this may be the first time that Non-Stop is appearing on here, on a vinyl album, or out for release in general. Let's say it's not a bootleg. It was a legit release, just released on a different label. You know, you've even got the barcode there. So the band will be getting royalties. But someone within the Stranglers Corporation, I'm not naming names, I don't know for certain. I've got my finger pointed to possibly who, likes to nix certain Stranglers releases, maybe. I'm not naming names though. I don't know for certain. But yeah, very much a no frills release. If you open it up, all you get inside is a very welcome anti-static bag, and that's it. No liner notes, no nothing. Side one, I'll just pause it there for a minute. Followed with side two. With it being brand new, it's absolutely mint. And I'm just, in a way, very disappointed that this has been withdrawn. Like I say, it's got a barcode on it, so the band will be getting paid. They would have been getting royalties from it. and for the vinyl collectors amongst us all, it's only been released as the transcription, the proper legal BBC transcription disc, which wasn't put in the shops. It was for internal promotion. So this is a great boon for Stranglers vinyl collectors. But now, with it being withdrawn, the price is going to go through the roof, I should imagine. It's easily going to be £200, easily, as a similar item was pulled before about a year, 18 months ago. But that wasn't a BBC transcription disc. I think it was just early recordings, I think. Yeah. So I actually missed out on that one. I pulled the trigger, not at all, not even too late. So yeah, I've missed out on that. I certainly won't be paying the ridiculous prices that's being asked of it. So yeah, I'm salty, I suppose, is the way I describe it for this release and the way I'm feeling today. Yeah, like I say, I only found out about it yesterday, about it being withdrawn, which is a great shame, especially as it has non-stop on there. But I hope you can find a copy. The last thing I'd like to point out is that as of yesterday, there was only one shop that was selling it for, it was a very reasonable, under £18, and that was a shop called Rare Waves. But I understand from this morning, they have, is the right word, declined to sell it now, sell copies of that. So yeah, great, well done for shooting yourselves in the foot, record company. I can kind of understand it if it was a bootleg, but it wasn't a bootleg, and it must have already got the tick to be released from the band's management, etc. I'm kind of flabbergasted, really. God knows why they well, you know, I was going to say God knows why they decided to withdraw the product, but I have a feeling I know why, but I can't say, because if I'm wrong, a libel isn't good. If I'm right, then it's par for the course. Anyhow, if you're after a copy, I really do hope you find it at a reasonable price, considering that these were going sub 1800 GBP just a couple of days ago. What can I say? I do feel a little bit depressed over this, so it's another shoot yourself in the foot moment. Anyhow, I'm out of here. Be well, everybody. I shall try and cheer up a little bit shortly. I'm going to invest in another cup of coffee, but why do you do these things? See you next Friday.